The Kitsap Transit has been fairly normal. They passed their goals for 2026. They tried to put it in the consent agenda without first presenting it to us, and I went rah rah rah. And so then they brought it before us at a study session. Everybody was like, "Well, the staff at KT knows what the goals should be, so let's just pass this." So that is what we did. KCR. I met with the executive committee because I'm on the executive committee of KCR Friday before last, and was told that because I want to hose the homeless off the sidewalks, that they very strongly urged me to resign multiple times, and then this is not something I can discuss with the KCR board or with KCR staff, but you guys aren't either of those things. Um, and then they said that they would investigate. They had multiple emails from that stemmed from the Facebook post you have all seen. They had five. Two of them were from constant commenters. Three out of five were from constant commenters. I just received written confirmation of that within the last 24 hours. And I have asked members of the community to write to Tony Ives and urge him to restore me to the KCR board. And what I'm asking you guys now is, can I get your support in a brief letter urging KCR to restore me to the KCR board?
Well, I did want to meet with you. I have a lot of information I want to go over with you. And I talked with our city attorney, and as a city attorney, they can't do anything, but I personally would like to write a letter of support and to point out some things that they may be unaware of. And I'm not sure if other members of council want to review this or not.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely shocked. Isn't this an appointment?
Mhm.
Isn't this a city council appointment
Yes.
to the Board of Community,
Yes.
Kitsap Community Resources?
Yes.
It does not reflect their brand. It damages their brand.
Leslie Dowg sat on that board for many years as a city council representative.
Yes.
She still sits on that board.
She's the chair this year.
I'm appalled. I'm appalled
Mhm.
at the lack of respect shown to this council with this. You were appointed to that board.
Yes.
Unless there's some egregious conduct that has been reported, I'm appalled at the actions of this nonprofit.
Well, thank you, Denise. That's very pleasant to hear.
Oh, of course.
Thank you.
Let's meet Friday if we can.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wanted to wait until I could talk to all of you guys. Because this was quite the shock to me. And I had hoped that last week we would be able to come up here afterwards. It's not something that I can talk to you about around the dais because there's nowhere around. So what I would like to do is I've written a letter. Nobody here will be shocked that it is much too long. But just detailing some of the many things that I have done in my position as city councilor to advocate for the homeless.
I don't think you have to defend yourself.
Have to do that.
You don't have to defend yourself. You're appointed elected official that they have to have, I believe, 1/3 of their board elected officials.
Their community action partnership, it's a requirement.
I understand that, Denise. I understand that, Jane. When I mentioned that the Community Action Agency has to have a tripartite structure and that the Department of Commerce had put them under a corrective action plan that at the last meeting that I attended, and that we had only 4 electeds, 4 low income, and I believe 6 community partners, and that this was lopsided. And the reaction was that, well, Commerce had given them until October to fix it, so they would wait until October. So I understand what you are saying, and yet
Huh.
I mentioned that we really need a treasurer, and I recommended a former city councilor as being an excellent, because even if you're a PCO, that counts as being an elected. And they just went, well, we don't need a treasurer. We didn't have one, and in fact, we didn't have a secretary. So I don't know what to do, other than to defend myself.
Okay, well, I think you should meet with me and Denise. Let's
Don't
check
write
our
the letter.
schedules for Friday. Don't send them the letter.
No.
Yeah.
Don't.
Don't do anything.
Let other people
so-
speak for you.
So this, if I recall correctly, this was a one-off spitballing comment made at a public safety
Yeah,
meeting.
It was
Yes.
it was
Yeah.
your response to a spitballing comment. Yes.
I mean, by that,
I said, I think we should have put up, I might as well say it again.
you don't have to say it. I know
No,
you
Yeah.
no, no.
said it, but, okay. So it's not like you built your whole identity around this cruel treatment of, like, this is, I'm sorry, but KCR is one to talk. With their reputation in this community, it is off-brand for us, and they are lucky to have you.
Amen.
Oh.
Oh, Michael. Thank you. Wow. That erased a couple of lines of care.
So Anna, do you want to meet with me and Denise on Friday or Monday to?
Friday, I have an 11:30 to 1, and then a 3:30 to 6.
Can we
So
do it Monday then? Because I've got some stuff I've got.
You guys
On
figure
my
it out.
schedule.
We'll do it. Yeah, we'll.
You'll figure it out after the
We'll
meeting.
figure it
Okay,
out.
sounds
It
good.
sounds like you have general support.
I am very happy about that, because I have had moments where I was not sure. So I'm like kind of, thrilled, and I really appreciate
We might not always agree with you, Anna. We might, get frustrated with you, but we will fight to the mat. This, I just,
We know
I'm
where it's
appalled.
coming from and how it's happening.
Yep.
And
And why.
you're not the only
Well,
person.
They're being bullied, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're being bullied
Okay.
by bullies.
So I
Right.
will meet with you guys. We will work out a time. We'll
Yeah.
pull it up. The only other thing I wanted to say is that the town hall on Monday was wildly attended.
Mhm.
Wildly
Nice
attended.
job.
And it was
Wildly
videotaped.
attended. You guys were there.
Oh, it was, sorry. I didn't know.
Okay, wildly attended.
Well,
Janice usually is not at a loss for words.
True.
She is,
I didn't think I could speak.
You can't.
You can't.
Only when we're punchy.
Come
And-
on, the Magic 8 Ball said 8, and I still have more things to do.
Okay, so, almost done. So it was supposed to be an open house about solutions to houselessness. But at the end, a couple of individuals were totally insistent, and Joe and Tony and Jill got up and presented their whole plan for the hybrid shelter. What Jill said directly to me was that they had received a lot of pushback on the congregate pallet shelter when they last brought it to council.
We pushed back on $1 million a year.
I know that. I'm just repeating to you what was said. It apparently was being Facebook streamed. So
It's on Marwan, it's on the conduit, if anybody wants to look on YouTube and see
That was
that.
this,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And I will talk about the rest of it during my council report. I just wanted to contribute that for the housing ad hoc. Okay, all done. Thank you.